Hello, I'm doing this video because I feel like this project deserves a deep dive. Even though I feel like talking to a camera is so weird. You're talking to yourself like some crazy person or whatever. But here I am. So before I start this video, I have disclaimers. All of this is self-taught, so there might be some questionable stuff here that you see, like why do you do these in your mixes? But it just sounds good to my ears, so I just do it anyways. You can't stop me. So let's get into it. So I want to start this video by talking about what inspired me to make this project in the first place. Quedeca's new album, Vanisher. Such an amazing album, good soundscapes. Go and listen to it. One song from that album, specifically Foregone, really inspired me to make this. It's also, I think, a 7-minute track. Another artist called Ethel Cain, The Mother, inspired me to make really long songs because I can. And she really knows how to make drone sounds. Like, I think there's a few drones here. Not to that level yet though. And then last but not the least, you can't talk about Midwest emo without bringing American football in. Specifically, their cover of Fade Into You by Maisie Starr really inspired me to make this one. It's even here in my reference track. Okay, so let's start with the guitars. There's a few guitars in this project. We can start with the ambience ones. They don't really sound like guitars. But they're actually guitars. The way I got this sound is I just played with a volume knob in my guitar. I don't know if you can see it, but here it is. It's a Fender Telecaster player. I think the squires work fine. I can't stop my impulsions from getting the better version of it. So what I did is I start the volume from 0, pluck the strings, and then slowly bring it up to give that sort of like slow attack. So yeah, that's how I got that sound. Bit of EQ on everything. You also have the main guitars. So all these guitars are recorded through an amp. I have the Fender Mustang LT25. Just one of my best purchases, honestly. It has a few presets on it, but you can also make your own presets. And I just mic'd them up with an SM57 and through an interface and into my MacBook Air, which is the very base model MacBook Air. We have the main guitar here, which is centered. And we also have a side guitar. A lead guitar over here. Harmonics action. Some tapping action as well. Then we also have this really cool tremolo sound. And I think all the guitars are EQ'd like this, high pass and low pass. We also have an acoustic guitar. You can barely hear it in the mix, I think. But it slowly gets louder after the chorus, the first chorus, to give it a bit of a dynamic structure. So that's all for the guitars. Let's look at the synths. So there's 2 synths that's almost playing throughout the entire song. We have this one. This is just Vital, which is a free plugin. It's an amazing plugin. You should get it. It sounds like this. And then through it, we have a high pass filter, Kramer tape saturation from Waves, and another saturation on that saturation. We also have another synth, which is I think also from Vital. Yeah, it's from Vital. More like a bouncy sound. That sound. And then it has a weird EQ, but it still sounds good, so that's okay. And a Kramer tape saturation. And we have a xylophone, which is a stock preset from Logic. And I sort of just added a tape saturation, tremolo, and some reverb to it. So that's all for the synths. Now let's move to the drums. With the drums, I use addictive drums. It sounds like this. used a decapitator, which is a saturation plugin, Kramer tape, saturation, and then reverb. And then I also changed the amount of the mix of decapitator depending on the structure of the song, so it changes the power, you could say. So when it goes to the bridge, it's more powerful, or near the end as well. That's for the drums. And with the bass, this is just DI, so bass plug into the interface directly, and I use Archetype Wong to sort of modify the tone of the bass. Some compressor, CLA compressor, another tape, saturation. I use this saturation almost on every track. Channel EQ, get the mids out, and then I sidechained it to the kick of the drum. Now let's talk about the atmosphere sounds. This first one I think is just a splice sample. You can barely hear it, it's like in the back. Yeah. This second one, it's just me recording with my iPhone waiting for my train. It was also a really windy day, so I could hear that rumble, like you can barely even hear the train. I think you can hear some here. Yeah, you can hear that. And then this is just from Logic's stock plugin Alchemy, but I just bounced it to save me some CPU. Just goes the entire song, just that one note. And then this is another splice sample. It gives it that vinyl tape sound just in the back, but you can barely hear it. Those are sort of like the background sounds, just to give it the atmosphere. So now let's go to the vocals. So this is the main vocals. I call it the chill vocals, because it's I don't know, it's just chill.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry.
So with the vocal chain, it's a bit crazy, but I sort of just divide it into 3 groups. The first is sort of the subtractive part of it. Second is the compression part of it. And the third is like the addition or texturing part of it. So just gain, channel EQ, get rid of those lows, de-esser to get rid of those S's. This is a compressor. It's an LA2A compressor, slow attack, just to have like a good level, doesn't go too loud or too quiet. And we have a harder compressor over here, and then a tube EQ to like texture the high end, saturation, another saturation, and then a low pass EQ at the end, and it kind of looks weird like this. And then we have a reverb using ROM. I also want to separate my delays in a different track, because I only want to delay certain words.
Cursed at the wind.
Like this. Like this.
He broke it.
We also have harmonies.
Maybe I know somewhere.
We also have the high notes. Hard left and hard right. And we have a different track for the bridge vocals.
I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here.
You could really tell I was struggling here, but it turned out okay in the end. And then we have this reverse fade in to bring us back to the last chorus.
You are.
And we have this no chill vox harm to bring us into the post chorus of the last chorus.
You are the only exception.
So that's all for the vocals. We also have the adlibs over here. Kind of went crazy, but that's kind of a good thing for adlibs. This, all 4 of this is the same note, but just panned differently, and this one differently as well, and this one as well. Each single track has these 3 plugins. It's a high pass, a de-esser, and a CLA compressor. In the bus we have a Kramer tape, saturation, and another channel EQ.
You are the only exception.
That's for the adlibs. And then we have the ooze. It's just a bus compressor, Kramer tape, saturation, and a channel EQ at the end as well. Some reverb and tape delay. So I think that's all for today. And go check on the cover if you haven't yet. And I'll see you in the next one.
Only exception.